Every achiever has a story to inspire. Let's welcome the marvelous Mahila for the day, Miss Sania Ahmed, NLP certified subconscious re-implementing life coach.
Warm welcome to our platform, ma'am, Man Mahila Ka.
Thank you so much. I was waiting for this platform only, and I was waiting for the call. And thank you, and let's start.
Greetings from Man Mahila Ka, ma'am. We are honored to have you here. To start with, we would like to know more about you, your journey, as if how you started.
Sure. I'm basically from India. I'm Indian, Delhi-based, born and brought up in Delhi. I did my education from Delhi University. I'm a master's in commerce from Delhi University, and afterwards, I was a public relation officer with Birlas. And after doing few courses in public relation and doing offices and many offices but the main achievement was public relation with Birlas. And soon after my marriage, I switched my life from very busy, very hectic life schedule to a very serenity and just not doing anything life. So that was a turning point. And afterwards, my husband switched from India to abroad. So coming along with him, of course, we have to sacrifice our career if the husband has to go further. So after coming over, I didn't have anything. So I joined British school. I taught A-level, O-level for business studies, accounting and economics. And then again, my husband switched to multinational. Then we went to many countries. Over there, even though I was not doing anything, I was into learning something. So I used to learn new things about the culture, about the people, about the lifestyle of the people. And furthermore, we went to Korea. Over there, I started learning about Zen mastery and going to various things about this to the sports clubs and the Zen mastery clubs. So I learned more about life from there. So now, after having all my goals achieved in my life, blessed with everything, I've started doing my own practice. I did my NLP course for the basics and advanced. And recently, 3-4 days back, I finished my NLP with goal mastery and meditation and skills. Goal mastery in meditation and skills. Now I'm doing counseling for many people over here, but still I'm doing on honorary. It's my contribution to the universe. But soon I'll be establishing myself as a professional counselor, as a life coach, and my own channel. It's called Mind, Body, and Soul. I would like to add a bit more about myself. After completing these courses, I've started writing for international group. It's called WBS. It's World Women's Skill Bureau. And I'm onto the international platform now. I do the write-ups for them. And also I have planned my further journey along with the food and nutrition course from Malaysian University, and afterwards acupressure. So I am trying myself to be good enough to work for mind as an NLP coach, body as a food and nutrition specialist, and soul as I have learned from my studies. So I would like to work upon mind, body, and soul.
Such a nice answer, ma'am. So well drafted, and moreover, it was complete in itself. So we'd like to know more about your challenges.
We were after marriage, we were in Delhi, and throughout my life, I was in Delhi. It's a very fast city, I was used to of this life only.
Mm-hmm.
So after quitting from Delhi, going to some city, it's a very small city and surrounded by villages. It was a new thing for me. I've never been to any village kind of life, so I saw that life. I took as interesting thing in the life of the new turning. But for me over there, I mean, no opportunities, no openings, nothing. It was a project going on for my husband. He was doing, and I was sitting at home as a housewife, just doing gardening, switching on to gardening, doing some work, doing something. So that was a very tight period for me. And sitting at home, switching from very active lifestyle to the sedentary lifestyle, from very busy lifestyle to just a free time altogether. I was, a little depressed. I started having bit problems, like I put on so much weight, and I was started having autoimmune diseases like blood pressures and diabetes and thyroid and so on. Of course, depression was the starting point of it. Then throughout from that time, like I was struggling to find out the way out in a healthier way to complete my family, and also to come up with a more better way. Like I wanted to bounce back to the life, but I was just searching on and off the, you can say, the way out. So finally, after many years of deep depression, hatred, opposings, and not acceptance, I finally came to a platform where I learned many things, and I was blessed with the goal of completing the family. Further, I realized that the life we are taking it's not meant to be. We need to be thoroughly positive. Though I was a very much, I was a high scorer in the throughout life, my college life, my student life. I'm a martial art black belt holder, and I was an NCC cadet. I was chosen by best cadet from NCC, and I've been medaled from Indira Gandhi. So after achieving these many things, even I was in such a condition that I lost all my confidence. So at this point of time, when I was recovering from this stage, I decided, surely I'm going to do something which is the main cause to put people down to life, and I need to pull them up. I need to do something. I have to learn something to bring them back to life as I brought myself. So that's the challenges I've faced, many challenges, but thankfully I'm over to it now.
It was really inspiring to hear your story and the way you overcome your challenges. We'll head toward the next question, ma'am. What has been your motivation? Who inspires you most?
Actually, they are my challenges only. When I see people, they are blessed with so beautiful life. They are blessed with so beautiful life, and they are just wasting like I did. I feel pity. I feel bad in my heart. I feel to do something for them. So my challenges only, they inspire me, and I compete every year with myself only. The best competitor for myself is me.
Okay.
So I compete
Be your best
myself.
version.
So, yeah, thank you. So every year I set up some goals, and at the end of the year I audit myself that did I do these things or not. So thankfully till now I'm achieving it, and I'm into it that I must go on along with more people, along with more to change the life of many. I'm doing counseling for few people who are having medical problems. Some are having abuses so badly, but they are getting recovered from they are benefited. I can say they are getting better. So we are just going hand in hand with everybody. I want this society to at least tame their worries, their depressions, their troubles, their suicidal attempts, their suicidal thoughts.
There's a lot of negativity, and you are kind of trying to put that all positive energy. And we'd like to know about your success mantra.
The only success mantra is be content. Whatever you have been blessed with, none other have been. There is only one you in the universe. No one can replace you. You have to be really content about it. Have confidence in you. No matter, today it is less, tomorrow it can be raised. Today it is maybe 1%, tomorrow it can be 100%. Everything is changeable in the life. Nothing is fixed. Nothing is fixed. either in the life we grow or we decay. It's a famous saying from Khalil Gibran. So I follow that. I believe in that. And whenever you give something, whenever you try to give something, give yourself, give 100%. So that's what I believe in. Try to do whatever, no matter it is just a cooking, no matter it is stitching, no matter it is counseling, no matter it is taking the interview or giving the interview, do it 100%. If you do 100%, thank you. If you give 100% to the universe, it will come in a shape of 110% to you. You will be bonused. You will get the bonus.
Exactly. I totally agree. And I definitely will endorse this. Coming to the next very important question, on this Man Mahila Ka, we wanted women to come up and to discuss some social change they expect in the society. Would you like to tell any?
Sure, dear. The very first thing I want the society to change is in acceptance. Please accept the human being as they are born with. Although they have the power to change themselves, to tame their weaknesses, to in the term that they can improve. But suppose if somebody is with some problem or with some flaw, please accept with the beauty of the behavior, the flaws as well as the qualities. And then with your love, care, and your showing proper way, try to change them. Second thing I would like to change is the politics in the family, in the society, in the offices, in the schools, and everywhere. Whatever injustice we do, being a woman, a lady can do to other lady to tame her or to rule her. A boss can do to a subordinate. A teacher can do to a student. Even though the friends can do to win the heart of other friend, So I want this to be erased from our society, and I want this earth to be the most beautiful place to stay on and to live on. And everyone means inclusive the kids, should set a goal for their life. They should have the goal, and when they depart from this world, they should have the satisfaction that we have not spent day over days and year over years. We have lived the life, we have contributed, we have done something to somebody, we have made a few lives beautiful, we have a contribution in the society. This is my aim, and this I want from the society.
Last question, ma'am. Any type of message you want to convey to the women who will be watching you after the video will be complete? The Man Mahila Ka.
Surely, I would love to say all the ladies, please be supportive. Don't find other person, maybe a husband or a wife or a friend or any other in the relationship as your competitor. Have the faith. No one can compete you. You are full. You are a unique personality sent by Almighty to the earth for a special purpose. Find out the purpose of the life and just live your life. No one can compete you. No one can steal your qualities. No one can steal your knowledge. You are the limited edition of yourself, you can say. So this is what I want everyone to feel like. Everyone is unique. Everyone is special, born with the special qualities. And be supportive to each other. Accept them open-heartedly with open arms. Spread harmony, spread love, spread understanding. Maybe they are husband, wife, they are friends to friend, maybe in the family, maybe mother-in-law, sister-in-law, anyone. So I want everybody to be in a very harmonious environment on this earth and live life king size, I would say, a peaceful king size.
Great message from a great personality. We truly are honored to have you here, ma'am. It was lovely having you and a great conversation from your side, and not many messages, and all were very positive. And once again,
I'm happy that thank you very much. Even I'm happy, and I feel that I have conveyed all my messages. I welcome everyone with my open heart and open arms. Please, if you have anything bad going on in your mind, in your life, with the kids, with anyone, please do come to me. share with me, feel that I'm your friend. I'm there to listen you. I will listen you, and I will do my best to take out a path for you, to show a way to you. And let's go all together hand in hand, and let's try to take out a way out to live the life beautifully.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Live your life with a stress-free mind and disease-free body. Learn the techniques for a healthy mind and body by a neuro-linguistic programming subconscious mind re-implementing coach. Heal your soul from painful past memories, stress, fear, depression, anxiety, societal pressures and mental blocks. Contact Miss Sania Ahmed, a certified and trained NLP coach. WhatsApp on 966 530 908878.